We're joined by Emma McNeilly, the founder of Expressions, business that's turned kids' artwork into a $15 million fundraising success. For 25 years, she's been helping schools and community groups raise money in a fun and creative way by transforming children's drawings into custom tea towels, bags and other keepsakes. With over 3 million tea towels printed, you've probably all got one, and 70% of business coming from repeat customers and referrals, Expressions is a great example of how strong customer relationships can fuel growth. So I can't wait to pick Emma's brains. Emma, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, David. Thanks for having me.
Let's go right back to the beginning. How did you come up with the idea for Expressions? When did you think it could turn into a small business?
Yeah, well, I knew I wanted to work for myself because I was planning on starting a family and I wanted to have something with a bit of flexibility, create some income, you know, a positive kind of business. Then it started from me sitting around the dining room table and stuffing little flyers I tapped out on a word processor and sent them out to a bunch of schools. And that year, that resulted in me doing 100 schools that year.
Right, 100 schools in the first year.
Yes.
That was 25 years ago. Congratulations,
yeah,
25 years. No mean feat. What's the secret to the longevity? When you look back, what's been the thing, not only for the business, but for you personally?
I believe that Expressions is really, truly is feel-good fundraising, and it has like a real cycle of happiness throughout the business. Everybody wins at each stage of the process. The kids just adore seeing their artwork in print. The families end up with a really cherished memento that they can, you know, tuck away or use or send to grandma. And then the organisation's actually raising that really vital fundraising money. So I feel like we've got a real sort of cycle of happiness there. So that's really worked.
70% of your business with those schools and community groups is referral.
Yes, that's right.
So that must powerfully underpin the business every year.
Yes.
Because their customers are changing underneath, aren't they?
That's right. We work with schools and daycare centres mostly, but also clubs and grassroots community organisations that are doing fundraising. And particularly the daycare centres, a lot of them we work with every single year because new families are coming in and flowing quite quickly. But we also might work with, you know, big city schools, and a lot of schools we do kindy and grade 6 tea towels every year. So there's that top and tail for the kids if they've been there long enough. But I've been doing it so long that some of the parents have been on tea towels of kids I'm doing now.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah, so it's really flowed right through.
Let me pick you up on the About Us page.
Yes.
On a website. I often think as small business owners that we don't give that part of the website nearly enough attention.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a mistake, a lot of small business owners, that it's a marketing tool that's underappreciated?
I do think it's become more important. We have photos of everyone in the team with our kids, because building that sort of that rapport with a potential client that they can see, and the words I say, and I tell them I'm a working mum as well and I've been on committees. I want that makes them feel like I empathise with them. 1,200 projects a year. Yeah.
That's a lot. Started with 25 years ago as your test. How did you scale but still keep that connection?
The key to it was building a customised CRM. So I've had various models over the years, and I do invest in that, having something that's really tailored to my sales and artwork flow for the business, so that we can have hundreds of clients on the go at any one time and make sure that their needs are met. The system like this prompts a follow-up call at the right time, prompts when to send a kit. It prompts, you know, we need to hear back about their artwork. And it's part of our job too to try and keep them organised so that in the end they get their product at the time that they wanted it.
Now, the business has also expanded. It seems a natural progression from an outsider to look through, but big step internally to go into custom printing and sort of promotion.
Yeah.
Not just the tea towels anymore.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we did throughout our process, years of doing the school tea towels. We have been approached by people to do tea towels for other reasons, you know, tourist organisations or a wedding invitation or whatever it was, you know.
Right.
And so we were doing a little bit of work down that side.
And you've also, with all of the fundraising committees of all the community groups and schools, you've probably got potential corporate customers
We do.
there.
The final page on our brochure is, look what else we do. Because we do have a part of that as well, which is more sort of personal tea towel projects. The promotional side of the business had about a 25% growth last year, which was great.
Wow.
And now it takes up about 20% of the business as a whole.
Gee, and growing rapidly
And
as
growing,
well.
yeah, and growing.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
it's great.
smoothing out cash flow.
Yes, and our clients, interestingly, being on a small business show, as it turns out, when I look at who they are, it's very broad and they're absolutely everywhere. But in the end, I think they're all small business owners. So
Yeah.
we've got outback stations, you know, a local news agency, karaoke bars, real estate agents, you know, just artists selling stuff at markets. It's a really broad range, but it's gone a bit further. We've got tea towels in Parliament House. We've got
Wow.
tea towels in, you know, some of the really better known breweries, and yeah,
That's fantastic.
It's been
because
great.
I suppose it then gives you another growth spurt to the business, because a lot of business owners worry about sort of plateauing.
Yeah.
Big question. 25 years, when you look back, what's the one big lesson?
Communication with clients. I just think communication is just like paramount to the success of our business, and it's just crucial for relationship building. So we will make little notes in our database so that when you chat the next time, you remember who they are, and you do, because we're talking with lovely people that are just like you and I.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're doing really important work that feels really important for them. And yeah, it's really great. So being really open with communication all the way along is great. And it doesn't all have to be great communication. Like, it's really important to communicate if something's not going fantastically.
Right.
Call them, let them know, sorry, there's been a delay with shipping.
Yeah.
It'll come on this day. And generally people are extremely happy to hear that.
Emma, we have got so many great tips out of this session. Really appreciate your
Thank you,
time.
it's been lovely. Thanks for having me on.
Want to grow your customer base without the guesswork? Keen to pick the brains of our top customer growth experts? Join the Business Builders Community Members Hub. You'll get access to the full video series, plus a treasure trove of tools and resources to help your business go gangbusters. And the best bit? It won't cost you a cent. Joining's free.